Hello there. So it's Veganuary, and yeah, I couldn't commit to a whole month of not eating meat. I have decided that I will try one evening meal as a vegan, and I bought these Meatless Farm Company burgers from my local co-op. They were reduced to 59 pence from £3. Now, I've got a theory about vegan food. Vegan food that imitates processed food is usually better. So vegan cheese, vegan bacon is meant to be pretty good as well. There's a guy, Sauce Stash I think his name is. He makes a lot of different vegan bacons. I think his favourite one is the daikon bacon or something. Apparently pretty good. So I'm kind of got high hopes that these are going to be tasty. And, you know, maybe, actually, I'm not going to go vegan full time, am I? Not because I'm selfish or I like the slaughter of innocent animals, but because, well, I like eating meat, and I feel like my life would be measurably less enjoyable if I couldn't eat meat. A bit like if I stopped being able to see colours. I'd permanently be thinking, God, I really miss the colour red. But you never know, this might be a first step towards eating less meat, which I suppose is meant to be better for the environment, isn't it? And I guess everyone starts somewhere. I mean, the first trip to the moon probably started with a monkey bashing another monkey over the head with a bone, if you think about it. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Let's just cook these burgers, shall we? They're packaged like burgers, they're in the shape of burgers, and they look quite a lot like slightly pale burgers. That's pretty good, isn't it? So I'm going to fry them in a pan. So let's move this over here. I'm going to have these brioche buns, or brioche, however you want to say it, but I'm going to say brioche because it's annoying. Hopefully these are vegan, otherwise this video is a bit crap, isn't it? Eggs. They've got eggs in them. Right. So this isn't going to be a complete vegan meal, which I admit it possibly makes the video a little bit of a waste of time and probably a bit of a laughing stock in the vegan community, but I appreciate that you can get bread products that aren't made using animal bits, and yeah, I can't imagine that they taste that much different. You know, it's the meat of the burger that's the important thing to test, surely, he said, desperately trying to justify the video. Anyway, I've got some olive oil here. Please let this be vegan. I mean, come on, I can't open this with one hand. I'll do that. That's probably a tablespoon or two, is it? I don't know. I'm not a very good cook. At least if I start a fire and burn everything down, at least I've got it on video so I can upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to heat that oil. How long do you cook them for? 3 to 4 minutes, turning occasionally. Should I put mustard in? Oh, whole grain mustard. That might be a little bit overpowering. Can't decide. But I'm definitely... Oh, wait a minute, what have I got down here? Burger sauce. Burger sauce sounds like the kind of thing you might put in a burger, doesn't it? Is this vegan? Egg. Right, well, okay, the thing I'm learning from this is that nothing is actually vegan. Tomato sauce is bloody vegan, isn't it? Oh, God. Tell me in the comments if tomato sauce is vegan. Anyway, I'm going to have tomato sauce. So that's heating up. I'll get me old... whatever you call this bit, spatula, flatula. That sounds a bit like flatulent, doesn't it? And this video also serves to demonstrate why I don't run a cooking channel, doesn't it, really? Let's get a plate. I always think this is a bit funny when people try and be vegan for a little bit of time, because I've probably been accidentally vegan, haven't I? I've probably eaten a meal that just contains, I was just going to say just contains cheese, just contains vegetables. I've probably eaten a salad, have I? I don't know, actually. I wonder if these are going to taste like sort of bird's eye, highly processed burgers. I want to know if that's onion in there or some kind of fat substitute. It's not really about the flavour of the meat, it's more about the texture and the sort of over kind of riding flavour. I'm hoping that these might have something in them that just makes them taste maybe a little bit like cheap burgers. It does say used by the 22nd of December, and it is now January the, well, probably January the 22nd actually. Anyway, this is heating up. Can you eat these like rare? I don't know. I mean, surely there's nothing that can harm you inside this. Incidentally, if you look at the list of ingredients, something that always is a little bit of a problem with vegan food is that you replace beef with like 1,000 different ingredients to try and get somewhere near the same consistency and flavour. As long as these are all vegetables and vitamins and things and not too many acids, I'm sure these will be absolutely fine. So let's open these. When you peel off a plastic cover and it leaves a bloody plastic cover underneath, really, I mean, it's this kind of thing when you get home from work that just leaves you wishing that, you know, you lived in a monastery. The oil is starting to burn and it smells like there's going to be a fire any minute. This is just a typical night of me trying to, I mean, it's not even cooking, is it? Let's face it, it's me trying to warm up some food. Right, so I've taken it out and it feels a little bit meaty, a little bit like very firm meat. It smells like Weetabix, which of course isn't meaty at all. Maybe that's because this is all bloody wheat or something, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Let's pick this up. Ooh, let's have another smell. Yeah, kind of Weetabix-y porridge. More like porridge, actually. Let's fry it. Oh, it's properly hot, isn't it? Let's get the other one. Oh, I can't do this with one hand. And I think, to be honest with you, you know, coming at this from a sort of non-vegan's perspective, it is a little bit odd that so much of the vegan food basically tries to imitate genuine meats, isn't it? Because it kind of suggests that actually it is the meats that people want. I suppose if I'd been brought up like not eating meat, I wouldn't miss it. But yeah, I think I just would miss it too much. There's an awful lot of oil in here. Is this a cooking method? Like try and douse it in oil. Do you want a close up? I'm kind of expecting it to change colour like a proper beef burger. Okay, so I've turned this one over and it's obviously still raw, if there is such a thing for vegetables. I'm going to turn the heat down slightly because that already looks like a kind of burnt bird's eye beef burger, which wasn't really the look I was going for. So anyway, let's turn this one over as well. Yeah, they're burnt. But they kind of look like beef burgers, don't they? Let's open these not vegan brioche buns. Oh, look at that, that's great. Right, and what's fantastic about these is they're ready cut, look. Hello, please don't eat me. Oh, I could put a tomato in there. That'll add a bit of moisture, won't it? Or I could put a banana in there, I suppose, but that would be disgusting. So let's try and open this again. With one hand is physically impossible, and the fridge is broken. Let's turn these over again. It does say to turn them regular-like, so we'll do that. So you can marvel in awe at my culinary skills. This is one-handed, mind. Look at that. I bet you've never seen Gordon Ramsay do that. There we go. Cut me tomato. Let's put a little bit more light on the subject. I know everyone seems to like my electrics. They're convinced that this is all going to burst into flames. We've had 3 items plugged into this for about 33 years, but you know, maybe it's going to burst into flames tomorrow. Who knows? They're very yellow, aren't they, brioche buns? But they're lovely and soft. I was never really one for them, but actually I think they're pretty damn good for burgers. We're going to have salt and pepper with this as well. Oh shit, I was meant to season those. Is it too late? Oh, I can put the seasoning on after. Does it really matter? I feel like I should cut into these to make sure it's cooked. But what would it look like if it was cooked? This is the difficulty, you see. I will reserve full judgment until I've actually tried them, but at the moment, although they look like beef burgers, and you know, they really do look like beef burgers, they don't smell anything like beef burgers. So they've been cooking now for about, you know, I've actually no idea, so I'm not really giving these a very fair test, am I? Okay, I've just cut into one, and there's no blood coming out, which is a relief, because I would be most shocked if blood was coming out of these. Anyway, they don't look pink or anything. I think, touch wood, they're done. So I'm going to move these. There we go, let's grab that and drip boiling hot oil everywhere and scold myself. Let's put that on this burger bun. There we go, very delicate there. And push the tomato off. Salt this. Oh, well, that worked. Anyway, pepper as well and tomato sauce. Okay, there we go. There's the tomato sauce. Quite a lot in there. I've decided not to put the mustard in because I was slightly worried it would just be a little bit too overpowering. Oh, does it look like a burger? Yeah, it does. Looks like quite a nice burger, doesn't it? Apart from this one's upside down. Let's take it through into the dining room of dreams. Then forget that I haven't got a knife and fork. Idiot, who eats a burger with a knife and fork? So here they are on the plate. Yeah, they still look like burgers. I guess I should just get on with it really and test them, shouldn't I? Okay, so here we go. Grab a nice bit of brioche. We'll make it a fair test. We'll have everything in one go. Wish me luck. So that's very interesting, actually. There is a processed meat quality to it. The consistency of the burger is very sort of mincy, like you would get in a freshly made beef burger, and inside it's actually a little bit sort of orange. I think it's got some kind of carrot extract in it. Maybe that's what they've done to make it look a little bit like a sort of pinkish burger, but with the bap and the tomato sauce and the tomato, okay, it hasn't got a strong sort of beefy taste, but the consistency and the sort of alternative factor of having it as a vegan burger is actually pretty good. Would I have these again? You know, that mouthful was quite meaty. If these were cheap on offer, I would consider it. There's only one thing at this point that would make me change my mind, and that is because obviously these are made from a sort of densely packed composition of vegetable matter. The only problem now is because I don't usually eat this many vegetables in such a short space of time, whether or not I'm going to get horrific diarrhea or terrible wind. Well, thankfully, my girlfriend, who I am still going out with for the people who keep asking me, she's coming round tonight, so she will have the delight of discovering whether or not vegan burgers give you ferocious wind. We shall see. I think this was a success. So I think I've actually managed to cook a meal, which is one thing, and it's been quite an interesting experiment to eat this vegan substitute, and it wasn't disgusting. I think that's good. And if you're thinking of eating less meat, these burgers are a very good substitute. So go out and try them for yourself. Let me know if you think I've done something wrong or you think there's something else I should try that might encourage me to eat less meat. Please don't be too harsh on me because I ate non-vegan brioche buns. I did my best. I'm sorry it wasn't good enough. Anyway, do subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I shall see you next time for another one.